Alright, Shalom, Sharala. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Hashem Shai. Yahweh is the Heavenly Father who the world calls God, and His name means He is or He is to be. And Yahweh Shai is the Son who the world only calls Jesus Christ. Okay, and He's and His name means He is a deliverer. Okay, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Muslim, and peace and salutations to all you sincere brethren that are doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Shai throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and in truth. Okay, now I want to do a video here on the topic of accountability. Okay, now when we come into this truth, you know, it's our job, it's our responsibility, our duty, okay, to take ownership and to push this truth, man, in sincerity and in truth. Okay, because when we come into this truth, we're no longer boys, we're men first, men of Yahweh Shai, and it's our job, you know, we're now accountable to push this truth. Okay, now just looking up on Google here the definition of accountability, it says here, in leadership roles, accountability is the acknowledgement of assumption of responsibility for actions. Okay, and that action is us going out there and pushing this truth, man. You know, just like how they say in the world, actions speak louder than words, and that's very true, man. Because you got people who are on a comment board all day thinking that they're actually, you know, doing the work of the Lord. Okay, our job is to go out there in the house and the byways first and foremost, you know, and then also to push His truth in the internet, man. Okay, you know, making videos like this, for example. Okay, so not just doing one but doing both, man. You know, we're laborers of the Lord. Okay, the Lord bought us with a price, so we gotta work, man. Okay, but it says right here, responsibility. Okay, and that's it. It says the fact or condition of being accountable. Okay, so I have a few precepts here, you know, that I want to bring up that kind of goes a little bit into that, you know, and then I'll go on from there. But it says here in the book of Sirach, chapter 41, starting from verse 14, it says, "My children, keep discipline in peace, for wisdom that is hid and a treasure that is not seen, what profit is in them both?" Okay, so the point right here is that when you come into this truth, now the Lord has given you that treasure and that wisdom that you have probably always desired for. Okay, and even when you're in the truth and you lack knowledge, you know, you pray for it and the Lord will give you with more. It's like the Lord will feed you with more knowledge. Okay, when Yahweh subs with you. But when you come into this truth, you are now given that treasure and that wisdom. But it says right here, wisdom that is hid and a treasure that is not seen, what profit is in them both? That's right, man. Because when you actually receive this truth and you don't go out there, you know, in the house and the byways and push it, you know, what profit is in them? It's like, what profit is in that, man? Okay, there's no profit. The Lord might as well just give it to someone else, because you're not going to do anything with it anyways, man. Okay, so the point of that is that when you have wisdom, you're supposed to push it, man. You know, you're supposed to share it. Okay, you got people who just want to keep everything to themselves, man. They're selfish. Okay, but as a prophet of Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai, you know, we have to take ownership and accountability to go out there in the houses and byways and to push and to warn the masses, man, because that's our job. Like the scripture says, you know, the whole duty of man is to serve the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai and to keep His commandments, man. And one of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai's commandment is to go out there in the houses and the byways as a prophet and to push this truth, man, in sincerity and in truth. Okay, that's our job. But it says, "My children, keep discipline in peace, for wisdom that is hid and a treasure that is not seen, what profit is in them both? A man that hideth his foolishness is better than a man that hideth his wisdom." So it goes to show you that you're worse than a fool if you don't go out there in the house and the byways and share that wisdom. Okay, share that knowledge, man. Share that warning that you've received from the Lord Yahweh Shai to give to the people. Okay, you're looked at as worse than a fool if you don't do that and you just stay your ass home and you keep all that to yourself, man. Okay, a man that hideth his foolishness is better than a man that hideth his wisdom. Okay, so Sirach chapter 4, verse I like it. That's wisdom of Solomon. Sirach 4 verse 23, it says, "And refrain not to speak, and when there is occasion to do good, and hide not thy wisdom in her beauty." And that's the point. What's that last, you know, paragraph is, um, sentence is, and hide not thy wisdom in her beauty. So when you have that wisdom, do not hide it, man. Okay. I have a few precepts here that I've written down, so I could just bear with me. This is in the book of Luke. Luke chapter 12. Luke chapter 12, verse 48, and it says right here, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required, and to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. The point that I wanted to speak on was that it says, for unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And that's the point, man, because when the Lord gives you more knowledge, then now you are required to do more of the work. Okay, just like how the elders, man, they're daily pushing, and feeding us, because the Lord Yahweh has given them a lot of wisdom, man. Okay, and they need to keep feeding us, man. Okay, because we are, the children of, of the Lord Yahweh but in the earth here, the apostles, are our parents, our spiritual parents. Okay, but that was the point that I wanted to bring it on that one, man. Okay. There's another scripture here, I believe, that was in the book of Sirach. This is in the book of Matthew. Matthew chapter 5. Salaki, I'm kind of moving a little slow here. Salaki, this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 15, and it reads, it says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and give it light unto all that are in the house. That's right. So that's the point, man. When you so like it just I'm just to break it down verbatim. No man lights a candle and puts it under his bed, man. Okay, or a bushel, but to light it and put on a candlestick so that everyone in the house can receive light. So another way of saying that is that when the Lord gives you this truth, you don't just keep it to yourself, but you go out there and you share it. So then you wake up the the elect. Okay, like it says in the book of Revelation, that we are to wake up the 144,000. Okay, so that's who you wanna wake up, man. Okay, because when you have that light, and that light is this truth, this knowledge. All right. And it says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and give it light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. That's right, because the point of that is to glorify the Lord, man, to give him all the praises and the honor and the glory. Okay, because that wisdom does not come from you, it comes from the Lord, and then the Lord receives that glory at the end of the day, man. Okay. Another one is the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 5. So like it, I just get to the point. Matthew 10, or actually I read from verse 5. It says, these 12 Yahweh shall send forth, and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go preaching, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, heal the sick, cleanse the leper, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. And that's the point that I wanted to read, is that freely ye have received, freely give. So the Lord has freely given us this knowledge, and this wisdom. So our job, we are now accountable to freely give, man. You got people who want to sell this truth for money, man, like Nate, You can't even finish a whole damn video without them, without it leading, into, them asking for money. Okay, so the Lord said that, freely we have received, we have to freely give, man. So it's our job to just freely give, and push out the warning and push out this truth, man. Okay, another one is in the book of Ezekiel. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words of my mouth, and give them warning from me. That's right. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So the point, that I wanted to bring out when I write this scripture is that, if we don't, basically warn the people, if we don't take, accountability to, push this truth, the Lord will require, those people's blood in our hands, man. That's why it's very important to take ownership, like I said in the beginning of the video, man. Because if we don't do that, then their blood will be on our hands, okay? But if we do that, then their blood is off of our hands. So we have a work to do, man, okay? And it says, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked ways, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. That's right. And that's the point, is that we have to warn them, man, okay? But with that, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of wisdom, and peace to you, brothers, man. Okay, we are accountable, to push this truth, man. Okay, and it's our job, just like how the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai said to his mom, am I not from my father's business? Roughly paraphrasing. So he's basically saying, I'm here to do my father's business, man. Okay, because that's a role that Yahweh has given him, man. Okay, but with that, shalom. Until next time, shalom.